This brother, Adam22, just somehow every time I see a headline, it gets worse and worse and worse. I don't know what's going on, but somehow the situation got worse. We gonna tap into it. It's your boy Philly, aka Philly Boy Wonder, aka your mom's favorite African. Let's get into it.
So the last time we caught up with Adam22, he was on the verge of losing everything regarding his No Jumper brand, coming forward publicly to announce that he had been burning through money like crazy and was no longer turning a profit from
just the fact that his last title was he's going bankrupt and somehow it gets worse. I'm very excited to see this.
From this venture.
So there's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke.
Basically, Adam says here that no one cares about the brand anymore, and it became increasingly difficult to monetize No Jumper in general. He also cites a lawsuit from a former employee, as well as a very high commercial loan bill from this multi-million-dollar office that he had purchased back when the money was flowing in nicely a couple of years ago.
Damn.
It was a big decision to share this stuff with you guys, but at a certain point I realized that I've been honest with the world about just about everything in my life over the years, and it felt wrong to keep all this stuff that we've been dealing with in secret. So I know what you're thinking, what can you do to help?
So his plan was for his supporters to buy a subscription to his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
and one of these tiers
brother.
was actually $100 a month, where Adam claims you would be getting a producer credit at the end of each video for signing up, which I guess no one did because 2 months later, not one video I've seen lists a single person in the credits.
I'm sorry, bro. It's fucked up for me to laugh. But, like, bro, I literally was about to ask. I'm like, I wonder how many people actually did that. Like, there's no way anybody will pay him $100 a month to get some credit at the end of the video. That's insane, bro.
You hit the link down in the description and sign up. Appreciate y'all.
And now it seems like things have only gotten worse for Adam.
That's so
and you know
sad.
what they say, desperate times call for desperate measures. The guy had already shilled himself out to a crypto shitcoin that he dubbed the Cuck Coin.
They're not going to Adam22
That's how you know you down
for
bad,
their
bro.
financial advice.
They know about lean. They know about yerkies. They know about probably gooning out, beating their meat for hours at a time. I don't think that they are crypto spectators.
And now he's going back into his old bag of tricks and is once again going to be selling off his wife to keep his finances afloat. Obviously, before we had the situation with Jason Love 2 years ago.
Do you think that you her better than Adam did?
Well, obviously, yes.
And then last year we had the reality show that Adam spent all this money to produce, where he handpicked the man to go deep with his girl.
After everything that we've seen today,
Bro.
we finally come to a decision. And the person who's gonna f my wife is Lil D.
Nigga, stop playing with me!
And we
Like, bro, I don't know what's even more sad for society. The fact that that show even exists, or the fact that there's a bunch of people that watch it. I don't know how many people watch it. I'm really hoping it's not that many. But, like, I just don't understand how anybody can genuinely find that entertaining. Like, bro, look, everybody got their own preference when it comes to shows and movies and forms of entertainment. I get it. But there's certain things where I'm like, how does anybody watch that? You know what I mean? And, like, look, I'm not trying to shit on Adam here, but, like, just look at his eyes, bro. Like, the eyes are the windows to the soul. And he just looks soulless. And he has an upside down cross face tat. I'm just like, when I look at his face, bro, I don't know. It just don't feel right. I'm just not even trying to be rude like that. But he just looked like a soulless demon, if I'm being real with you.
When shock value is all you have left,
Like,
and
brother.
you run the same play over and over again, eventually do people really care? Is this really going to break the internet like it did before? I already predicted years
mother of
ago
his
that
child.
these decisions would ruin Adam's reputation online. It was like no matter what he does, he will always be the guy who got cucked for cash. The guy who gave his wife away. You know, in business, there is something called the law of diminishing returns. And I think that Adam is about to take yet another crash course in economics. And so this tweet is actually where I found out about this entire fiasco. I thought I was having a bit of deja vu because this account tweets out, Jason Love piping out Adam22's wife on a yacht. They put a nice little visual image up there, which I will not be showing you guys today. But Adam replies to that and says, so proud of my baby going out and paying the bills while I get my finances together. So it's beyond clear that the No Jumper brand is still down bad. I guess no one's been out here signing up for that weak ass subscription.
I can't wrap my head around the degeneracy, y'all. Like, at this point, I don't even know what to say. I don't know, because, bro, it's like, it's already weird and it's already disgusting. It's already filth, right? But the only reason why it like goes even beyond the most vile thing you can think of is because this is somebody's parent, bro. They have a kid. This kid is a child right now, but that girl, I'm pretty sure it's a girl, which is even worse, honestly. They have a girl that's gonna grow up knowing that this is what their parents was doing while she was a baby. It's just, oh my God, bro, I feel so bad for the kid.
Either way, his girl replies, "Oh hey, it's me." To which Adam says, "Hi boo, how you feeling?" After taking that 10-incher.
Grown
And
ass
the funniest
parents.
part is that this was all really just for promo. The video obviously wasn't going viral, no one really gave a shit about the situation. And so Adam pretty much had to pull out the cuck act so they could try and sell this tape. And she doesn't even reply to this, to which someone says, "No reply, she's sucking Jason's balls." And then that is just a current view of Adam22 at this moment, possibly once again playing poker while his wife is getting piped out. This account also tweeted about the situation, to which Adam replied, "We gotta think about the family business, and sometimes the family business requires a large man blowing a load in her mouth." Which is obviously a fucking disgusting way to talk about the mother of your children. Like, I get if you guys don't have respect for yourselves or have respect for each other, but as you guys know, they had brought a kid into the world, and that's always been my main discrepancy with this,
Exactly.
because there's a ton of guys out there who
bro.
like to see their wife get down with other men. Personally, I think that type of thing is disgusting, but to each their own. I think
If you
people
wanna
should
be
have
a
free will in
weirdo.
their relationships. But when you bring a child into the picture and you're posting her
Exactly.
on Instagram and all these different things, something about it just becomes deeply immoral to me.
Look at his eyes, bro. Y'all gonna tell me that man has a soul? He just looks soulless, bro. I just can't get over it, man. Like that kid does not deserve this, bro. I feel so bad for the kid.
But hey, I guess what can I expect? I'm pretty sure they were still shooting content while this woman was pregnant.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you one last thing before I get off this, is that if my next child comes out African American, I'm gonna love him or her and raise them like my own, because that's how woke I am, brother.
It do hit different when your child finna come out black.
Hey, it's
It
a
hit
roll
different.
of the dice. We don't know how it's gonna go.
And this type of thing is exactly why I'm saying it's so messed up. You know, his wife shares a little picture here on the Snapchat story, okay? We all know what this is alluding to. And then on the very next slide, it looks like they're spending some family time at Disneyland. Like, yes, I
This is
suppose I
haram.
applaud them for doing the bare minimum at this point and at least blocking out the kid's face. Because in the past, this was something I had a serious problem with, because you'd go on Adam's Instagram story, and it would be like a picture of him holding his wife and another P-star on the other arm. And then the very next slide would be him playing with his kid. Like, it was just some weird shit to do. And obviously other people have pointed this out to Adam. In the reply to this tweet, this guy says, "Your daughter is going to need therapy when
Yes.
she gets older.
Very
Everything you
much
guys
so.
do is on the internet. You think she won't find out? All because your love for money is stronger than your love for her." And I guess that one hit Adam a little bit too close to home, because he would end up blocking this guy.
That's what makes you block him? When he spits straight facts and doesn't attack you. But when people are calling you a cuck and ripping you on the internet for letting your wife get plowed by a porn star, brother, that's when you draw the line, is when somebody says your kid will need therapy. Wow, okay.
But obviously him and his wife do not care. She says, "I needed the round 2. And here's another marketing tactic that these OF dots love to do, is basically to go in the comments of already viral tweets and say something like this: "What about me and Jason Love? Our video is out now." It's actually my opinion that they pay these type of accounts to post these tweets that they know are gonna go
They got
somewhat
to.
viral,
They
like
got
this one
to.
got 1 million views. And then I think they throw these accounts like $20 to make these type of comments, so these various degenerates on Twitter will pour in and purchase their content. I saw her doing this over and over again, and the tweet can be completely non-sexual, like this one: "Every Maker's Mark bottle is dipped into melted red wax by a distillery employee." And she replies, "Jason Love dipped something else into me for our new video." GTA 6 didn't fail to let us down with this. My new video with Jason Love won't let you down. And she's been doing this marketing tactic for weeks on end. Okay, it's obvious the video is likely not selling like they thought it would. I mean, honestly, guys, if you're out there paying for corn, something that is readily available for free
bro.
all over the internet, I honestly just think you're kind of a fucking idiot. Like, you're a little bit too lost in the sauce.
You're a loser, bro. Degenerate. I'm telling you right now. I've said this since the beginning of the test of time. I swear to God, I've been saying this like a broken record, bro. I have never and will never ever pay for a OF or Fansly or whatever these goddamn websites called. I will never pay for their subscriptions, because to me, I mean, I'm not even too crazy about, corn, porn, whatever it is, but in general, if I was to, watch that shit, I would never pay for it. It makes absolutely no sense. Why would you pay for something that is literally free everywhere on like a mass scale, bro? You could look up on so many different sites and get whatever you want, but you want to pay? You want to pay? It makes no sense to me. Like, it's not even like you're supporting a good cause. Like, it's one thing if you want to get like a Twitch sub for your favorite creator, right? But an OF subscription? Like, bro, we need to have more of a conversation about all the incel men that pay for that, rather than the slandering that the girls get for doing it. Because in reality, they gonna be out of business. They not gonna have a job and not gonna be able to work if we not buying these subscriptions. It's that simple, bro. And I'll be real with you, when it comes to this Lena stuff and all this advertising about Jason Love and all these threads and stuff, to me, I'm gonna say this right now, I don't think there is anything more embarrassing than when you sell your soul, sacrifice your morals, and nobody cares, and you don't even reap the benefits of it. Like, look, if you're gonna sell your soul, at least get the bag, right? At least get super famous, get super rich, you know what I mean, and live up the lavish lifestyle everybody thinks they dream of, but in reality, it doesn't really matter when you get it. At least get that, right? Get super famous, get super rich. But if you sell your soul and sacrifice your morals and sacrifice your integrity, and nobody cares, and you barely making bread from it, and you still struggling, that's a whole new level of like, damn, bro, like, I don't know what I did. That's the biggest L I could think of.
But either way, she just continues with post after post after post. They even attempted to remake the viral meme.
Guess who I'm shooting with today, guys? I guess it's not finally happening, but it's happening again.
Nah, man, Captain Love out here driving the girl on the private yacht, shooting this type of scene from day to night. It's just diabolical levels of being down bad. And you might be wondering, well, Jamari, how do you know they were filming for hours on end? I mean, just watch this. The proof is in the pudding.
This is me before Jason Love. And after. Good scene.
I mean, I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark here and estimate that Adam has never put a smile on her face like this. I mean, she's out here smiling ear to ear. She was out here waiting for this moment for the last 2 years, okay?
Yeah, she got piped down real good. You could tell by that smile.
Hey, Adam was on the phone like, yo, I thought the scene was done 2 hours ago. I mean, honestly, when your girl comes home from getting piped out like this, like, how do you look her in the eyes and say, oh, did you have a good day at work today?
Soulless.
I mean, I think we got the answer. It's written all over her face.
Damn.
And then just once again, Adam leaning into the embarrassment arc. Announcement, I'm the latest brand ambassador for iconic Swedish furniture designer Cuck Chairs. I couldn't be more excited about this partnership for something I'm so deeply passionate about.
I have partnered up with iconic Swedish chair designer QUQ to create the most ergonomically beautiful and supportive chairs for the bedroom.
Like, honestly, how does this type of partnership even come about? Like, does this company think that this guy's fellow cucks are gonna think...
I'm sorry, y'all. I just need to pray. I low-key feel like I'm receiving demons from my computer right now. I need to pray. God, protect me from this energy. Lord, have mercy, yo. Ooh, Lord, have mercy, bro. I, like, low-key don't even want to watch this kind of content no more.
Think, oh, that's the chair that I...
No disrespect to Jamari. He's killing it. I love this dude's content. I just, in pertaining to Adam22, I don't even know if I want to give this man my energy, because this is just pathetic.
...loves to sit in, it's good enough for him, well, I'm gonna be ordering that shit.
These chairs are built with purpose, from the ground up. As a spectator, you have the perfect view at all times.
Nah, calling yourself a spectator like you're watching a baseball, a football, a basketball game, while you're watching your girl get laid out, okay, she's spread eagle, is some nasty work. What's next? Is he gonna have some popcorn with him? Is he gonna have some sody pop?
And through thoughtful and meticulous design, the chair allows the perfect amount of freedom.
Also, this brother got no drip. What is this? A fucking blue flannel with some blue jorts? Like, what kind of drip is this, brother?
For your wrists and hands,
Jesus.
Providing an extreme level of comfort that has not been achieved before.
Whole time, this 50-year-old man looks like he's reading a book report in front of the class.
Our chairs are crafted from authentic Hawaiian koa wood, harmoniously paired with an ultra-soft and sensual mohair upholstery that will leave you ready for an encore.
Oh, we know your girl got the encore, man. She was waiting 2 years for that shit.
Some of my personal favorites include the perched owl position, as well as the thinker.
Jamari was right.
And it's amazing to me that Adam still makes jokes like this, like he really thinks that there is still some people out there, like, laughing with him. When really, in reality, everyone is just pointing at him, laughing at the show.
That's what inspired me to follow through, and I couldn't be more excited to be a part of something I am deeply passionate about.
I deadass don't think a single person is laughing at this. I don't think there is a single person that actually thinks this is funny. They may be in such shock or disbelief to where they'll have like a reaction of laughter, but it will not be with him. I should rephrase it to that. I don't think there's anybody laughing with him as like, aha, Adam, so funny, cuck, haha. Like, no. Everybody is either looking at him in disgust or laughing at him because they're in disbelief that this person's real. Like, it's not positive, bro. Like, I can't believe that Jamari was right, where somehow, after going bankrupt and basically your business going to the ground, it somehow got worse. Somehow.
Our chairs are limited and made to order.
And honestly, I almost thought that this was like some sort of late April Fool's joke, but apparently it's not. These things are actually for sale. As you guys can see, the one that Adam was sitting in right there is going to run you $350 Canadian money.
Mercy.
I mean, honestly, that shit looks like something you could get from IKEA for 10 bucks. I mean, guys, having the beverage and the tissues and the moisturizing lotion with you while you watch this close to the bed, where you're kind of like in the splash
Lord have
zone,
mercy.
is just fucking insane. And I already
Lord
can
have
see some
mercy.
people down in the comments saying, oh, you're indirectly promoting this. You're trying to help out Adam. Like, guys, you have free will. If you want to go and spend your hard-earned 869 Canadian dollars on this bullshit, you guys can be my guest to do so. I'm just going to say it right now. I think you might be lacking some brain cells.
If you buy that, you deserve to be poor. I'm just being so honest.
It's either that or watching too much.
I'm being so honest with you. If you buy that and you are struggling with money, and then you are disappointed with your choices, and then you're like, damn, I need to get my bread up, you deserve to be poor. I'm just being real with you. Like, bro, what do you think?
Porn has totally corrupted your mind. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about this entire situation. You know, I know Adam tries to make this entire thing seem like one big joke, but I do think the money is coming in a lot slower than it was a couple of years back. No Jumper as a brand has obviously fallen off. At one time, I would say that it was like, I don't know, almost like a hip-hop bar stool, but ever since Adam went down this path, obviously he's the face of the entire thing, and pretty much no one respects him at this point. And then when you also add in the fact that his girl is also aging, a lot of the novelty from the nasty things they do seems to have worn off. I mean, how many people are going to continue paying for this like month after month after month before they finally wise up and realize a lot of this shit is likely available for free online? Or maybe those professional gooners just move on to the next younger, newer model. I mean, it's just bound to happen. Like, even if you're Rookie of the Year, you can't go on and play forever. Like, eventually some new person comes along and they take the spotlight. But yeah, y'all let me know what you guys think about this down below. It will never really cease to amaze me that Adam kind of built up this reputation online. He had built up this brand that a lot of people thought was pretty cool. They thought he was doing something different than everyone else, and then he really just tarnished the entire thing to be kind of like a living meme. Like, I think when people see Adam's face, the first word that they would think is cuck. But hey, I guess he's more than proud to give himself that label.
Yeah, bro. I'll be real with you, man. It is sad because I like essentially grew up like tapped in with No Jumper. I remember when they were super into the underground and super into the up and coming artists going into the mainstream, and they was doing all the interviews, they was having all the lit moments. Like, there was an era, bro. Like, the people in my age range, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. The golden age of when hip hop was like going crazy in the 2016 to 2020 era, and obviously it's still cool and still going up, but not obviously the No Jumper era anymore. But bro, like, they had it, and I low-key thought No Jumper was going to be like that next big like hip-hop media outlet because they were tapped in with everybody and the respect was there. And then Adam, low-key, even though he always was kind of a little bit of a weird energy kind of guy, he was, you know, he was chill. He was like, he was doing the interviews, he was vibing, he didn't really have too many crazy moments. But then out of nowhere, I guess the money got real tight because he had to start selling his morals and his soul to start doing this cuck shit, man. It's just like, it's just devastating to me, bro. I swear to God, this is just so true. Like, he is like 6'9" to me, where there is never ever a good headline about him. It's always something that's going to disappoint me and make me have to pray. Make me have to start tapping in with God even more and remember to repent this kind of energy. But yeah, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Adam, you know what? No, I'm not even going to ask if y'all think Adam can make a comeback, because if I'm real with you, I don't think he's making a comeback. I think at this point he set himself back too far. But if y'all think he a weirdo, or if y'all think that he is somewhat justified in what he's doing, let me know. And watch the other videos that are linked in the description. I'm gonna see y'all next time. I love you.